Hey everyone. My name is Leo. I'm 29 years old, and I'm from Turkey. But just 5 months ago, I couldn't say even one full sentence in English, not even, "How are you?" without stopping to think too hard. I was completely lost. Today, I want to share how I learned English in only 5 months, without expensive classes, without traveling to an English-speaking country, and without wasting time on useless methods. But this is not just my story, it could be your story too. If you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or embarrassed because of your English, keep watching, because I was exactly where you are right now. And I promise, if you follow my journey step by step, you'll understand how to improve your English, too. Let's go back to the beginning. My story didn't start with motivation. It started with failure, a failure that changed my life. I always wanted to work for a global company. My dream job. To become a mechanical engineer at a major international firm. I loved machines, I was great with numbers, and I spent years working hard to be the best in my field. Finally, after all that hard work, I got a chance. I applied for a huge company in Canada. One day, I got an email from the recruiter. "Congratulations. You've been selected for an interview." I was beyond excited. I imagined my new life, a big salary, a new country, working with brilliant people. But then, the interview happened. I still remember it like it was yesterday. I opened Zoom. 3 native English speakers stared back at me. As soon as they started talking, it felt like someone hit the fast-forward button. I couldn't understand a thing. Then came the first question. "Leo, can you tell us a bit about yourself and your experience in mechanical engineering?" I froze. I knew what I wanted to say, but I couldn't get the words out. I said, yes, I am, machine, good, many projects. I work." Their silent faces cut like a knife. They asked another question, but again, I couldn't reply. Finally, one of them smiled and said, "All right, Leo. Thank you for your time." I knew what that meant. I had failed. Not because I wasn't skilled, but because I couldn't speak English. That day, I realized something powerful. English isn't just a language, it's the key to your dreams. And I didn't have it. I was ashamed. Embarrassed. Angry at myself. For years, I told myself, I don't need English, I'll just be the best at my job. But the truth hit me that night, without English, I was invisible. So, I made a decision. I will learn English, and I'll do it fast. I didn't start with expensive classes. Most people do. But I had already tried that before. 1 year ago, I paid for an online course. I memorized vocabulary lists, did grammar drills, and followed boring lessons. But after 3 months, I still couldn't speak. So I knew I needed something different. A real-world system that actually works. Small Blue Diamond Part 1, the first 15 days. The biggest mistake beginners make is thinking they need more words. I thought so too. I believed, if I learn 1,000 words, I'll be fluent. But the truth? I already knew hundreds of words, and I still couldn't speak. So, for the first 15 days, I didn't learn any new vocabulary. Instead, I focused on how to use what I already knew. Here's what I did. 1. I made a survival sentence list. I wrote 50 real-life, useful sentences like, "Hi, how are you? Can you repeat that? I'm learning English." I need a coffee, please. Every morning, I said these out loud, 10 times each. It felt slow at first, but by day 5, they became automatic. 2. I spoke to myself, every single day. Whenever I was alone, I described everything out loud in English. In the shower. I am taking a shower. The water is hot. While cooking. I'm making eggs. I love eggs. They are easy. This was my private classroom, no one to judge me. After 1 week, I noticed I had started thinking in English. I copied native speakers. Each day, I chose 5 sentences from movies or YouTube. I repeated them 10 times, same emotion, tone, and speed. This improved my pronunciation and made me sound more natural. By the end of 15 days, I had stopped translating in my head. I could say basic sentences without thinking. Part 2, the real practice. After the first 15 days, I was ready for the next step, conversation. I didn't want to just say short phrases, I wanted real conversations. So I created a new plan using what I now call the question-answer method. It's simple but powerful. Ask yourself a question in English. Answer it right away, no translating. Repeat the answer with more details. Example. Question: what did you do today? First answer: I worked. Next, I worked on a report. Then, I worked on a report for 2 hours, then I went outside. Every day, I practiced like this for 30 minutes. It trained my brain to think and speak naturally. Part 3, fixing my accent. Even when I spoke well, my accent was strong. So I used what I now call the echo technique. I listened to native speakers from movies and podcasts. Paused after each sentence. Repeated it exactly, same tone, speed, and emotion. After 1 month, even native speakers started saying, "Your English sounds really natural." The story method, for vocabulary. Instead of memorizing word lists, I made a habit. Learn 5 new words a day. Create a short story using them. Read it aloud 10 times. Use them in real conversation. Example. Excited, invitation, party, arrive, surprise. Story. I was very excited. I got an invitation to a big party. When I arrived, I got a huge surprise, it was my birthday. After 3 months, I had learned over 1,000 words. Thinking in English. To stop translating, I made a rule: speak English at least 2 hours every day. No excuses. If I had no one to talk to, I talked to myself. While cleaning, cooking, walking, I kept speaking. Final breakthrough. Listening and speaking were helping, but I needed to understand grammar too. So I started asking, why is this sentence built this way? Example. I have been learning English for 5 months. But in school, I learned, I am learning English for 5 months. That was a major breakthrough. I studied real-life English, not textbook English. I copied structure, tone, rhythm. And finally, I sounded natural. Party popper now, 5 months later. I can speak fluently. I feel confident. I understand movies, podcasts, people. If I did it, you can too. You don't need expensive classes or perfect grammar. You need commitment, daily practice, and a system that works in real life. Thank you for listening to my story. If it helped you, Please like, subscribe, and share this video. This is Into Best English Stories, and I'll see you in the next one.